What is up, guys? We're walking into day 11 of Washington Commanders training camp. Should be a good one. What's up, Coach?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning, guys.
You say good morning.
What's up, bro? It's good to see you. Good morning. How are you today?
Gibby.
I'm good. How about you?
What's up, Scott?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, and you?
Good morning, guys.
Jahan. What's up, Jahan?
How you doing today? What's up, Dyami?
Jarrett. What's up? Hey, Sam.
Hey, Carson, you came up with your bodyguard.
What's up, Carson? Hi, Carson. What's up, Dax? What's up, Dax? What's up, Montez? What's up, Terry? Terry. Chase. Chase. What's up, Trust? What's up, Cheese Man? Hey. Look at all the fans out today.
Yeah, you can catch them. Like sometimes there'll be some players like moving around, and when they leave, they always do.
Carson to JD. All right, we at the side field. We got Cole Turner, we got Chase Young out there, Troy Apke, and some others. Pretty hard to see any of the 11v11 because they're working on the opposite field today. All right.
You can do it.
I think he likes Skippy. What's up, Goose?
Appreciate it, bro.
Vlog.
What's up, guys?
Appreciate it. Okay, so that was the vlog. Now let's get into a quick recap. And sorry, because some of the clips have bad quality. I had a few friends record, and we kind of decided to send it through Google Photos, and it just wasn't working out great. But still, hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. So yeah, it was really fun going to training camp today. Before we get into the recap, let me just talk about some things that happened there. So I was able to meet a ton of different players and coaches. Got to meet Ron Rivera. Got to talk to Scott Turner for a little bit. Got to meet Benjamin St. Juste, Chase Roulier, Derek Forrest, John Bates, and Sam Cosme and some other players as well. So it was a really, really fun time, and might even go again tomorrow. We will see. So let's real quick get into a recap. We'll actually start off with an injury update. So Dyami Brown and John Bates were both back at practice today, so that is good for sure. Dyami Brown, I saw him doing the individual drills, and I think some 7-on-7. And just one thing, they were practicing on the opposite field that where the fans were. I kind of showed you guys the video. It was really, really hard to see anything on the 11-11s. Like you could see some deep passes and things like that, but like the runs, you could barely see anything, and especially with the players standing right in front of it. It is what it is though. But Dyami Brown and John Bates were back, and they were definitely doing some drills. And then Chase Young, Cole Turner, Curtis Hodges, Logan Thomas, Troy Apke, Rashad Hill, Cornelius Lucas, and William Jackson III were at the side field. Also Sadiq Charles. So a lot of different names there that were on the side field. So Yeah, it is what it is. I think Cole Turner, I'm not really concerned about him. Curtis Hodges, we'll see. And then Troy Apke. The rest, besides the guys that are already on the PUP list, are kind of role players. William Jackson III, a little bit concerned with that because it is a knee injury, and he had that before last year, missed some games, missed some time because of that. So that is a little bit concerning to me. But, we'll see the next couple of weeks what happens there. And Curtis Samuel was back at practice today, was pretty good from what I saw in the individual drills and in the 7-on-7. From what I could see, he was pretty good. Also, got to meet John Kine, which was really cool. John Kine was doing some running back drills, or he was, trying to get some insight on what the drills did for the players, and he was actually participating in the drills, so that was pretty cool to watch. Got to meet, Logan Paulson and some other guys as well. So overall, a pretty good day. So kind of the big plays, Dax Milne caught a pretty long pass from Carson Wentz. I would probably say 30 plus yards. And, Dax Milne has been impressing so far in camp. He had another play where he was about to make the catch, and then Corn Elder made a really nice play on the ball. But he made a couple catches today that, from what I saw, played pretty well, and he's been a standout in camp so far. Like, I think right now he's probably playing like the fifth receiver. Like, again, I've only been to 2 practices, but from what I've seen and heard, he's been making more plays than Cam Sims. Obviously, Cam Sims is making the roster, and he's ahead of Dax Milne. This is just training camp. That's just what that's what I'm seeing. And I think, Cam Sims is still probably a better player than Dax. But I do think Dax is going to make the team. He's also been taking some reps as a punt returner as well. So, yeah, he should. I think he will make the team because I have not heard a peep from Alex Erickson. Haven't seen seen any tweets from media members talking about, Alex Erickson made a catch, anything like that. It's been Dax Milne out of those kind of last couple bubble guys. Kelvin Harmon also has made some plays as well. He caught a really nice pass from Taylor Heineke. Also, huge shout out to Taylor Heineke. Out of all the people, players or coaches that I was able to meet, he probably is the most chill and just nicest guy. He even said hi to the vlog. Took a picture with him last time and had some friends with me, and they got some signatures. So that was just really cool. And shout out to Taylor Heineke. He had a nice pass to Kelvin Harmon. Maybe it was like a 20-25 yard pass, and Harmon, collected it. So Harmon, I don't think he's making the roster, but he's a perfect practice squad receiver because he's been in the league for a while. I think this is his 4th year. He, knows the system. He wasn't drafted by this regime, but he knows the system. He's a veteran. He knows the teammates. He's got some chemistry with some of the quarterbacks, so I think he's a guy that's going to make the practice squad and could get called up if needed. Another thing, Jahan Dotson and Carson Wentz, like you could see the chemistry building, not any big plays today besides the Dax Milne play. And, Alex Arma had a really nice catch. It was like maybe a 15-20 yard catch, but for a fullback, that's pretty good. But Carson Wentz and Jahan Dotson, Carson Wentz had like back-to-back completions to Jahan Dotson, or maybe it was like 2 out of 3 plays. Really, it wasn't like crazy, like 15-20 yards, but it was like, 10-12 yard passes. Maybe even one of them was a little bit longer. But I think, Jahan Dotson right now is his number 1 option. I'm not saying Jahan Dotson's the best receiver on this team, because I think Terry is. And, can't say anything about Jahan until he plays. So in terms of him being better than Terry, and I think for at least the next couple of years, Terry is going to be that number 1 guy, and probably for the rest of his career in Washington. And Terry also had a couple, from what I've seen and heard, like he's kind of had a quiet camp, but today he actually had maybe 2-3 catches similar to what Dotson had. They were, short catches, but still nonetheless he was getting a lot of targets today, so that was good to see for sure. I think Kendall Fuller also had a pass breakup. I think that might have been on a target to Terry McLaurin. Let's see any other things right here, and just wanted to show a couple picks. Here's me with Ron Rivera. Shout out Ron right there. And then also Benjamin St. Jude's got some other pictures as well. And then another guy that stood out for me is Armani Rogers. He had 2 pretty nice catches. And again, the tight end room's a little bit thin right now, but he has shown flashes. Even last week when I was there, when Cole Turner and Sammis Reyes were still healthy, he was still balling out. And also, I think I saw Sammis Reyes back today in the individual drills. Not sure about the team drills, but Armani Rogers was a standout today. I thought Carson Wentz, he's been getting some criticism, but he's looked pretty good. Like today, he looked pretty good. No interceptions. I think it's been a lot, like 5-6, days straight, or practices straight with no interceptions. Weren't that many tip passes as well. Maybe a couple. He looked good. And again, not too many deep passes. There was like maybe 1 or 2. So, that helps. But I think he's looked solid for sure. Howell, didn't notice too much from Howell, but he did, like, when I saw him warming up on the side, like, you could see the zip on the ball for sure, the difference between him and Heineke. But Heineke for sure is a second string guy for this year, I think. And then you got, so another thing that, or not stood out, but I was, a lot of people asked me to watch Jamin Davis. So I, try to watch Jamin Davis a little bit. And this is in the 7v7, is a little bit easier to watch. He was doing a solid job on the running backs in coverage. Like every single time, basically his task was to cover the running back. And he did a solid job against McKissick, Patterson, maybe even Robinson as well. So he was pretty solid today. Couldn't really tell, his run defense. But overall, he looked okay, but David Mayo was taking some snaps over him in the first team, so that should not happen. That should not happen. Like, yes, I know they're just switching people in and out, but Cole Holcomb is not like losing reps to anyone. Like, so Jamin Davis, first round pick last year, he should not be losing reps to anyone at all. Those are just my thoughts right there. And yeah, besides that, nothing really stood out too much. Chase Roulier was out there getting some work. He was, I was talking to him. He was saying, every day he's getting more and more reps and more plays. So that is great to hear for sure. Wanted to see some things from Percy Butler in terms of I wanted to watch him a little bit more, but again, hard to watch all, way across the field. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's recap/vlog. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel on the road to 9,000 subscribers and, hopefully 10K by the end of the year. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to my 2 friends who were there, helped me out with this, Taylor and Woody. Peace.